And thank you, Mike. Tonight, there's growing controversy over President-elect Donald Trump's pick for Secretary of Education. He has appointed Linda McMahon, who has ties, of course, here to Connecticut. McMahon is the wife of former WWE CEO Vince McMahon, and she also ran against Senators Blumenthal and Murphy, though some are raising concerns about her education experience. Channel 3's chief political reporter Susan Raff spoke with people about those concerns, and she's here with more. Susan?
Kara, Linda McMahon does have some education experience. She served a year on Connecticut's Board of Education, but that was more than a decade ago. Her appointment, however, comes when Donald Trump wants to dismantle the Department of Education. Linda McMahon is set to become the next secretary of the U.S. Department of Education. She's replacing Miguel Cardona, a Connecticut native and educator who grew up in Meriden.
I can't think of two people more diametrically.
Hamlet Hernandez, who prepares teachers to become school administrators at Quinnipiac University, feels credibility is McMahon's biggest challenge.
Frankly, as she is appointed, I think she has a tough road ahead of her.
McMahon served about a year on Connecticut's Board of Ed back in 2009 before taking a stab at running for U.S. Senate, first against Richard Blumenthal, then Chris Murphy. The strongest criticism comes from the Connecticut Education Association. The nomination of billionaire Linda McMahon, a retired wrestling industry executive with no teaching experience, to serve as U.S. Secretary of Education represents a reckless shift in our nation's education priorities. Governor Lamont has not come out against her nomination, but says, "I am very concerned by some of the education proposals coming out of the Trump campaign, and I look forward to an open dialogue with Linda to discuss those concerns." McMahon is a Trump loyalist. She was picked by him in his first term to head the SBA administration. Her connection to the WWE may be the most notable and to some troubling. Her husband, Vince McMahon, has been accused of rape and sexual harassment. McMahon has supported charter schools. Representative Jeff Curry, who chairs the legislature's Education Committee, agrees there is uncertainty.
I definitely support the ability for parents to choose and to have students that exist within our ecosystem that offer that option. But yes, any sort of corporate takeovers, the way in which other predatory charters exist in other states, if that seems to creep into the state of Connecticut, I think that is when, you hear the word firewall a lot lately.
Representative Curry says the big question right now is, what does dismantling really mean, and how will McMahon's leadership affect education, especially here in Connecticut? I also reached out to Linda McMahon for an interview, and we are still waiting to hear back. Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.